The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Each year, Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem for the Feast of Passover. And when he was 12 years old, he went up according to the festival custom. After he had completed its days as they were returning, the boy Jesus remained behind in Jerusalem. But his parents did not know it. Thinking that he was in the caravan, they journeyed for a day and looked for him among their relatives and acquaintances. But not finding him, they returned to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were astounded at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astonished. And his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been looking for you with great anxiety." And he said to them, "Why were you looking for me? Did you not know that I must be in my father's house?" But they did not understand what he said to them. He went down with them and came to Nazareth and was obedient to them. And his mother kept all these things in her heart. The Gospel of the Lord. Well, good morning, everybody. Glad to be home. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been gone for 10 days. You're like, good. I was on vacation for the last 10 days, so it was nice to be away and take a little break. And so, glad to be back. Got back like 2 days ago or so. So I'm still a little jet lagged, so I ask your forgiveness. Because I actually did, as a part of, I'm going to blame my jet lag, I prepared a homily for the wrong readings for the gospel. But it still relates, though. It still relates. And here I'm going to link it together at the last minute. Because notice this, Jesus is obedient, isn't he, to his parents. And one of the options of the readings today, which I prepared my mind for, the homily, which I thought I was going to give, was the famous story of the centurion who asked Jesus to heal his servants. In that famous story, when he says, "Jesus, heal my servants, just say the word and my soul shall be healed, for I'm not worthy for you to enter into my house." In that famous line. And Jesus praised this Roman centurion because of his faith, and he healed his servants. But what links the two, the centurion story and Jesus being obedient to his parents, is precisely Jesus following the commands of his parents and his father. Because this is what made the Roman army renowned. As we all know, the Roman army was one of the most ferocious military forces in human history. What made them so great that they were able to conquer the world from northern England all the way to the Middle East? A vast empire of 70 million people. How did they conquer that? Well, it was the Roman army. And what made the Roman army so steadfast was their utter discipline, their obedience. So this centurion, to kind of give you an idea of why this was such a pivotal statement from the centurion, was that if you think of the Roman army, so the Roman army, if you broke it down, so you have the Roman legion. A legion consisted of about 6,000 soldiers. And then below the legion, it was broken down into cohorts, which was made up about 10 cohorts. And then the cohort was broken down into the centurion level, which consisted of about 80 soldiers. And then below the centurion level was the conturbania. So that's how the Roman army was broken down. But it was the centurion who was in charge of 80 men, who was responsible for the discipline and the training of their small unit. And this is what made the Roman army ferocious. Because the centurion was in charge of commanding the soldiers in the midst of battle. Because what is the heart of any battle? You talk to any soldier, And it is precisely discipline. Because if I'm going into battle in Roman formation, or even in modern war today, if I can't count on the guy next to me, what's going to happen to the battle? I'm going to lose. If I can't count on the soldier next to me to hold his position when I need him most, I'm dead. So the centurion knew that he was the guy in charge of making sure the legion functioned. And so when he tells to Jesus, heal my servant, just say the word. Just as a centurion, the moment he said one word, he told his legion, or he told his century, go left. What did the whole unit go of 80 men? Boom, they went left. Go right, boom, the legion or the centurion went right. And if a whole entire army is coming at them, he yelled at his soldiers, hold your ground. And the Roman centurion the 80 men would stay. So when he commands Jesus, just say the word. He's saying that through years and years of battle experience. And he understood, Jesus, my Lord, just say the word, just as I command armies, and you will heal my servants. Jesus would praise this Roman pagan, this centurion, for the immensity of his faith. Because he understood Jesus and he recognized him. That your word is power. Your word has authority. And I humbly bow before your authority. That, my friends, is why Jesus praises him, because of his obedience.